In the regular Fibonacci roulette sequence, you continuously bet on one column, or dozen bet, and adjust your units based on wins and losses. But what happens if you switch the betting group each time you lose? That's the idea behind Fibonacci Dozens, which has also been called the golden entry and the Follownacci. Is it a clever way to win, or a complicated way to lose? That depends on the luck you're having. If you want to see which it was for me, then stick around.
Welcome to Ninja Gamblers, where we break down the smartest strategies for roulette, blackjack, craps, and baccarat. If you're into table games, join our free community. You'll get all the charts we use, exclusive content, discussions with fellow ninjas, and member-only bonuses. It's free, private, and takes 10 seconds to join. Link in the description and first comment.
If you've seen our video on the Fibonacci sequence, you know it's a negative progression strategy that follows the famous sequence invented by Mr. Fibonacci himself. For the uninitiated, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21. Each number is the sum of the two before it. Haven't seen it yet? Check out the video in the top right corner where we explain it in detail. In roulette, each number in the sequence represents a betting unit. Lose, and you moved one number, called officially term, forward. Win, and the classic version has you drop back 2 terms, dancing up and down the sequence until you return to base. The common version, though, simply resets to the start on any win, which is the one we usually play in this channel. 2 different flavours of the same system. So what changes in the Follownacci? Well, as you may have guessed from the name, we simply follow the winning column or dozen. Will it make a difference? Let's see it in practice. But first, a quick PSA. Using a negative progression strategy like the Fibonacci means your bets can spiral out of control quickly when you hit a string of losses. It's already inherently risky. That's why it's so important that you play at a fair casino. But how do you know? You have to verify the RNG software they use and the entity that maintains it, among a laundry list of other checkpoints. If you're not sure how to do it yourself, our viewers are welcome to play at any casino from our pre-made list. We've personally researched and verified each one as safe to use the Fibonacci Dozens strategy or any other strategy we explain in this channel. Open the link in the comments, in the description, and on the screen now, and see a list of guaranteed fair casinos in your country. We'll be using $10 units today, but you can use whatever units you'd like. To kick off the sequence, begin with a dummy spin. All we want out of this spin is to see which dozen we'll be betting on. Then, for each loss, we switch to the dozen with the winning number. 15 is our number, so that puts us in the second dozen. We put 1 unit on the second dozen. If we win, that's a 2-to-1 payout. For us, that means we profit $20. But we lost. Now, we move to the third dozen. The next term in the Fibonacci sequence is still 1, so we only bet 1 unit. Another loss. We shift to the first dozen, and now we bet 2 units on that dozen, moving forward 1 number in the sequence. And while we're playing, quick reminder to only try this strategy at verified, fully licensed casinos. Go ahead and use our list. It's free and organised by your country. The link is in the description and the first comment. Great, 12 is within our dozen. That's a 2-to-1 win, so a $40 profit. We've made up for our 2 losses plus a $20 profit, and that's the Fibonacci in action. Now, we stay on the same dozen but move back 2 numbers in the sequence. Yup, this time we're doing the more traditional version. That puts us back at 1 unit anyway, this time. We lost this one, so we move forward 1 number. That's 1 unit, still, and bet on the middle dozen, where 16 is. As of now, we're hovering around our starting balance. Not good, not bad, just okay. Jeez, brutal. That loss moves us up another number, so now we bet 2 units on the third dozen. Remember, however, that with Fibonacci, once you hit a win, you always win back what you lost and make a profit, which gets bigger the higher you are in the sequence. That's in the middle. Ouch. Our next unit is 3. That's $30 on the middle. Hopefully, we don't get hurt again. But I guess that's too much to ask. This is where the Roulette Mastery Playbook comes in handy. You learn how to reduce the impact of losses by adjusting your strategy in situations just like this. Let me have Richard remind you what the playbook is about.
By the way, remember that this is only one part of a much bigger system. No single strategy works forever. The real edge comes from knowing when to switch, how to manage risk, and how to adapt. That's exactly why we created the Roulette Mastery Playbook. It's not just a list of strategies, it's the full framework pro players use to manage their bankroll, rotate systems, and build long-term consistency. It brings everything we teach together into one clear, structured guide, including tactics we've never shared on YouTube. You'll find it linked right here on the screen and also in the description and the pinned comment below.
Alrighty, we've just put $50, that's 5 units, on the first dozen. Fingers crossed we recover. Nope, that's the middle dozen, the worst dozen. I'm kidding, but right now it feels like it. Now, to follow the sequence, we have to put 8 units on the evil middle dozen, which is $80. While the Fibonacci can definitely spiral, it's nowhere near as rapid as the martingale. Still, $80 is worry territory. The third. It's Fibo not my day today. From here, we would put 13 units on the third dozen, which is the 7th term. That means $130. And you know what, ninjas? I'm not willing to do it today. This is when we cut our losses and call it a day. Get out of here. Well, that wasn't the best session in the world. Why did this happen? Was it because we followed the winning dozen? Would sticking to one dozen have made a difference? You might think so. It sounds reasonable that if a number just came out of a dozen, it's less likely to happen again the following round, right? Wrong. That's the gambler's fallacy. You could play Fibonacci on the same dozen for hours, switch columns round by round, follow the winning one, hunt for the cold one that hasn't come out in a while. It won't matter. The math stays the same. The real reason sessions like this happen is simpler. The Fibonacci sequence is built around frequent losing. You're betting on one column or dozen, roughly a 32% chance of winning per round. So most of the time, you lose. And that's exactly the point, because with Fibonacci on higher paying bets, losing for a stretch is what gives bigger wins. The more you lose, the higher you go with the sequence, the bigger the profit will be once you finally hit a number. The real question is, do you have the bankroll to ride out the high terms when they come? And just as importantly, can you afford it if they go too far? That's the true soul of Fibonacci. The higher you can comfortably go with the terms, the more profit potential you carry, but also the more you're risking in real money. And honestly, that doesn't change whether it's standard Fibonacci or the Follownacci. Tomato, tomato. What do you think of this strategy? Let us know in the comments. We try to reply to everyone. Now, there are 2 ways we can help you level up your game. First, join our free community. Join the discussions with other ninjas and get all of our strategy charts, tools, exclusive bonuses, and extra content for free. The link is in the description. Second, if you're playing later, remember to only use licensed casinos from our verified list. These casinos are all government licensed with tested RNGs and guaranteed payouts. That link is also in the description and the first comment. And above all, don't forget to always play smart, like a true ninja. See you next time.